gonna cry. Oh my god. My tattoo is so sore from yesterday.
Wait, that was where? I thought it was on the leg.
People are gonna like hug me and I'm gonna be like, That's what the girl said.
It looks so good. It hurts and tickles. I don't have any there.
It like felt like she was like petting me.
Feels like you got sunburn and you got a cat that scratches out.
Yeah, it was so bad. I was like,
We're gonna figure this out, guys. Guys, we got 2 minutes. 1 minute. I gotta get you guys on now. Where are you?
This is where we are.
Hey, altos. Altos right here. The 3 altos. You guys can be right there. Oh, you guys are? Where's your stand? Behind you.
In the middle.
Me and Tyler.
So we can be over here.
I'm
Us
fine.
singing here and then the
This?
sound.
Oh. Just speak into it.
Yes, go. 1, 2.
Do you remember the 21st night of September? Love was changing the minds of pretenders while chasing the clouds away. Our hearts were ringing in the key that our souls were singing as we danced in the night. Remember how the stars stole the night away. Ha, 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 Badia. Say like you remember, Badia. It's in September, Badia. Never was a cloudy day. Badia. Badia. It's in September, Badia. Never was a cloudy day. Na 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 na. Like photo with you, holding hands with your heart to see you. Only blue talking love. Remember how we knew love was here to stay. Now December found the love we shared in September. Only blue talking love. Remember the true love we shared today. Badia.
Sing it up there. Okay? Yesterday, you know, you guys had it. I think you're a little nervous. So let's do that again. Okay? You ready to start?
This microphone isn't really that loud though. Like
It's
I'm
so
like
loud.
You gotta put it right next to it.
body up. Say that you remember.
Hey.
We do body on white, right?
Do you remember the 21st night of September? Love was changing the minds of pretenders while chasing the clouds away. Our hearts were ringing in the key that our souls were singing as we danced in the night. Remember how the stars stole the night away. Ah, 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 body, ah. Say that you remember. Body, ah. Dancing in September. Body, ah. Never was a cloudy day. Body, ah. Say that you remember. Body, ah. Dancing in September. Body, ah. Never was a cloudy day. My hearts are with you.
I got the corn spark even. Okay.
All right. Do you need them again? Okay. So now I need you to get your stuff. Chris, we can't share the drum. It's got to stay set up over here. Okay?
This is the Saudi who's been working. This is an awesome program.
I really appreciate it. You guys are doing this.
No, we were about to get
So basically, you want to come in from the right or from the left?
They usually come in this way, and then they walk off that way. But if you want to start there, they'll be whatever you're doing.
Generally, what we'll do is just so you know, follow through. We have the staff walk out.
One more time. Here you go.
What do I do? What about the pudding? Hello?
Checking the mic at this podium. Check 1 2 1 2. Hey hey 1 2 1 1 2 1 2. All right, there you go. Nice and loud. Make sure you got that one out of the way. Let's see. Is there anything interesting happening on Wikipedia? Probably not. There's all kinds of interesting things. Don't know who these people are. Don't know who those are. Probably inappropriate to talk about here. Skyscrapers. Battle of Albuera was a battle during the Peninsular War. A mixed British, Spanish, Portuguese corps engaged elements of the French armade. I can't speak French. At the small Spanish village, etc., etc. Thank you.
Can I check this mic over here too? Hello? Yeah. I never got a mic check. Hello, this is my mic check. Hello. Coach Riapel, Miss Halbier wants you. Speak normally? I'll read my... Good? Yeah. Good evening. Today is a very special day. It is graduation. It is very good that we're here today. I'm happy. Mr. Sladorn is waving. So is that Mamoon waving? I think I see Mamoon waving. I see Sean, Ben maybe. Yeah. Do I keep on going? Good?
Behind Allie, and then when they're ready, then you walk right up over there to the left.
So after he says the pledge or before?
After you walk up, when she's up here, you're going to walk over there for the national anthem.
Okay.
Do you want them to do the national anthem here or over there? Yeah, where we
Okay.
rehearsed.
I was just saying.
So, like when you come in, you walk up here. The color guard's going to go by. Allie's going to be up here. Mr. Fleming's going to talk, right? And then you guys walk over here. I'll be
After
here.
Mr. Fleming talks, but before the pledge.
How's it going, son? Is that? I haven't seen that since like 90 grade.
After they talk,
He's already got it. I'm sorry. It's not the way we practice, so it's moving on. Okay? That's it. We're good. No, it's okay. It wasn't the way we practice, but that's okay.
And then what you do is come out behind the tree, come out this way. Turn away, turn up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's packed up. Absolutely packed. I'm just sticking around. Okay, you got 6:45, you got a few minutes, but. Okay, I think we're ready. We're good. I get it. Go ahead. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. Okay. But it's on the card.
We'll just read it off the card.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. Because we got it separated by the same.
Right, right. So we saved the cards? Okay. Yep. So the drum set will be sitting right here after the, okay.
And what I'll do is, like, when we switch, I'll just back up like this.
Okay, and I'll just go,
Go what? No, this way.
oh. Oh my God. Okay, not too scary.
Does that make sense?
Okay, yep.
'Cause I'll be
Now,
here.
but I'm gonna hand the cards to you in your room, correct?
Yeah, just go behind.
Okay, so I'll be behind you.
Well,
Then we'll
let's
go
just do it this way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
you
we'll have,
got the better idea.
yeah,
Like, make it-
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And I'll just like see you like that height.
I'm gonna talk loud. So I'm gonna talk a little louder.
Okay. Okay.
Huh?
Put your little, I just tried to get it. Oh, it's not, that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Let me go with test. Test. Hi, Mark.
Yeah, because I gotta dig them out. You want me to just...
Yeah, that would be, we're the only ones here. We're the only ones speaking. Oh, no, wait a minute. They're gonna be coded?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to read, I have to look at, okay. I'll be alright. But you've got,
You got a bunch of them too.
okay. Okay. Yeah, just look at that. And it's written on, hopefully they're.
Well, they
written
just use
clearly.
these codes.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
yeah, we'll be fine. We'll screw something up anyway.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Okay.
Anybody else using this?
So we can leave our glasses. We both
Okay.
have reading glasses.
I don't think I'll need them,
Oh,
but
I
I
know
might.
I'll need mine.
See, I always enlarge the font for stuff.
Oh, no. After my new eyes, I can't read.
Yeah, I better wear
The
them.
codes are, the codes are on the card in pencil.
I better wear them.
Yes,
Yeah.
I would.
Is that for the top right or down by where
It's
the
up on top of the card. So you read the name and pull across the top. Do you want to see the card inside?
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
okay.
And everything's on top.
All right, so we read their name and then read all the
Yes.
stuff that's on the
Now,
card.
you'll notice on here, it'll say President Vice. We don't say that stuff. We just say
Okay.
valedictorian.
Just
and that- yeah.
Whatever's
These
on
are the
top.
only things that we
Okay.
say.
Okay.
I'm gonna say one thing though.
So we just say insurance.
Potable Congressional Medal of Merit.
Okay. I think they must have seen something for me from my company.
No, I made sure I wouldn't. I mean, that's why we got it separate.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. And you don't even have to.
You used to watch Happy Days and Fonzie could never say I'm sorry.
I gotta go back and see what's going on.
You need to get ready.
Yeah.
All repeats are in on this. Second inning. Lyric march. 1 and 2. Lyric march. 1, 10 more minutes. Who's your school? And one. And two. Lock the front right in here and baritone. Two. And No first. Come on. Woo! 6 minutes. Okay, ready? Corral, all down. And 1, 2, 3, beginning. Skyboat until we're told to stop time. Right? Skyboat. Takes 3 minutes. What time is it? Alright, that's going to be perfect. And 1, 2, 3.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Rick Fleming, your school principal, and I am proud and honored to preside over this commencement ceremony. I wish to briefly welcome you and ask that you now turn off all electronic communications and refrain from using any noise-making devices during our ceremony. Now, I ask that you all stand and please rise in honor of the graduating class of 2018. Remain standing to the reciting of the pledge, the posting of our colors, and the singing of our national anthem.
In light of recent events, we'd like to hold a moment of silence for the victims of the Santa Fe shooting in Texas. At this time, I ask the male members of my class to please remove their boards and place them over their hearts for the playing of the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'd like to say that I'm very thankful we are indoors this evening. Unfortunately, some of our colleagues are dealing with rain at some of the other high schools, and we certainly wish them the best. I'd like you to please join me in thanking Allie Henderson for reciting our pledge, and for our choral members, Fallon Klenotis, Tessa Smith, and Matthew Cahill for the singing of our national anthem. I'd also like to thank and recognize the Patrick Air Force Base Honor Guard for our presentation of the colors, and also Mr. Howes and our wonderful Wildcat Band as we enjoyed their amazing selections as we entered the building. So let's give them a round of applause. Respected dignitaries, friends, family, teachers, students, and staff, I wish to now formally welcome all of you to this exciting moment as we gather here on this 18th day of May to recognize and pay tribute and honor our West Shore seniors and potential graduates, as I've called them over the past couple of weeks. That was my attempt at humor. It's okay to laugh. I've fondly referred to them as that. Before we move into the program, I'd like to ask that you all join me in thanking and recognizing a few people who were very instrumental in putting this event together and who have obviously had a very significant and profound impact on the seniors you see before us. First of all, join me in recognizing our West Shore Administrative Staff rookie, Mr. Glenn Webb. He is in charge of our curriculum, and as is customary in this grand stage and an event of this magnitude, if anything goes wrong, it's his fault. Also, next is our Voice of the Wildcats and our AP for Facilities, Master Calendar, and Operations, Miss Catherine Halbier. I have two words to highlight her effort. Go Wildcats. You all get those phone messages. Thank you, Ms. Halbier. It's often been said that teaching is a calling, and I can tell you firsthand that being a teacher at West Shore is not a job. It's a way of life and a true love of learning. As we also celebrate them and their collective effort with the class of 2018 this evening, I'd like our entire West Shore contingent of teachers and staff behind me and out in the crowd to please stand and be recognized. And as a special recognition this evening, and although she'll be introduced formally in a few moments, I'd like to make mention of a former Wildcat staff member who is joining us here tonight, but will look upon us for the very last time, as she is retiring after 31 years in service to children. Please join me in thanking someone who has guided me through the recognition of process as the vehicle to sustain successful outcomes. She's a colleague, she's a friend, she's a very special person, Miss Barbara Rodriguez. Did I mention she's a former Wildcat? I think I mentioned that. Finally, I would like to honor and applaud our parents out there. You are the real heroes here tonight. I truly thank you for choosing West Shore and allowing all of us the opportunity to share in the education and the overall development of your amazing kids. It's no secret that being a student at West Shore is a family commitment, and the road to graduation is not always paved and flowery. Parents, your dedication, resiliency, commitment to this school is amazing. I applaud you, and I am inspired by you. So thank you to all the parents out there. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I thought that I would give you a special gift as we kick off our program this evening. And the special gift that is for the first time in my career, I'm going to try to be brief. This will certainly come as a shock to the West Shore staff, as they often joke that I never saw a microphone that I didn't like. So I'm going to try to use that as a cue this evening. But there's a lot to talk about for 2018. In all seriousness, though, each school year, and it usually happens around testing time, I begin reflecting on the many things that happened during the school year. I search for a way internally to try to capture these things in a culminating way that it gives significance and meaning to the class being graduated. As I thought long and hard about the class of 2018, I realized how truly special they are. Before you go and judge and say to yourself, yeah, I'll bet Fleming says that about every class that graduates, I ask that you bear with me as I share with you my thoughts about why I feel this class is indeed very special. The class of 2018 is not a class that can be captured or described with simple cliches or quotes, famous quotes from famous people, or confined to a personal story. This is not because they will forever be remembered as the class that had to miss an entire week of school and their beloved Spirit Week because of a hurricane. And it's also not because of the gobs of Vaseline put on my golf cart steering wheel during senior prank. While these things certainly make them unique, they do not define them nor make them special. What makes them special in my eyes is they're human beings. They are amazing human beings. Just to briefly share, many of you know that I suffered some personal setbacks this year and required to be out of school and work for a rather extended period of time. And it was during this time I had countless students and parents from our school community reach out to me for well wishes. West Shore is a special place where our culture is of a family nature and relationships are truly sincere and genuine. Given this chance on this grand stage, I have the opportunity to say thank all of you for your thoughts and prayers. It was the students in class of 2018 in particular that I drew strength and resiliency from, as they were unwavering in their school commitments and showed me the love and true fiber of their moral fiber of their character by embracing my return. Therefore, in my view, the special nature of the class of 2018 is that they displayed a divine gift of balance and dedication and compassion, and they inspire me in so many ways. Just to solidify for our guests how special their balance is, one has to look no further than their accomplishments. For starters, the class of 2018 led the charge in West Shore Junior Senior High School, once again earning the Gold Seal ranking by U.S. News & World Reports magazine as being the 70th ranked public high school in the nation out of over 28,000 nationwide. Additionally, the class of 2018 outclassed the Florida field by earning our third National Blue Ribbon nomination, with West Shore being the only high school in Florida to earn the honor for a third time under the new criteria. Tonight we are here to honor and celebrate 144 graduates, all 144 of whom will be earning our coveted West Shore Diploma of Distinction. 133 are honor graduates with a 3.5 or better weighted GPA, and we have 24 valedictorians with a perfect 4.0 unweighted GPA. Fourteen of these students were named National Merit Commended Scholars, representative of being in the top 50,000 students of over 1.5 million nationwide. We also have 7 National Merit Finalists, representative of being in the top 15,000 of 1.5 million students nationwide. Over 90% of these graduates will have earned Bright Future scholarships, and one of these seniors earned Senior Project Honors designation for the exemplary work on the senior projects this year. Most of these graduates completed one or more dual enrollment classes while at West Shore, and 17 of these students attended college full-time during their senior year as early admission students, with all 17 earning their Associate of Arts degree concurrently with their high school diploma. Regarding college-level work, 83 of these students are AP diploma candidates, having taken and passed a minimum of 6 advanced placement courses in at least 3 different subjects while at West Shore, in addition to earning passing scores on these associated exams. Even more impressive is the fact that 18 of these students had already met the requirement and criteria for the AP diploma prior to their senior year. 35 of these students are AP Capstone Diploma candidates, having successfully completed the AP Capstone Seminar and Research courses, along with at least 4 other advanced placement courses of their choosing. The class of 2018 had already passed 491 AP exams prior to their senior year. If we apply West Shore's global advanced placement pass rate of 75%, the 413 AP exams seniors have taken this year would result in another 310 anticipated passed exams for this year. These 801 passed AP exams for the West Shore graduating class of 2018 equate to about $1.5 million in college tuition. To the class of 2018, I also wish to again say thank you for being you, and I only hope this year was as personally rewarding for you as it was for me. You are once again a very special group, and I thank each of you and will remember each of you in a very special way. You are proven leaders, and if I were to offer any advice to you as you move on tonight, stay true to your ideals, stay dedicated and focused in your work, have fun, laugh, and always, always be honest, ethical, and sincere. Once again, as you cross over from high school to the real world, know that you are the future leaders and problem solvers, and we're counting on you and believe in you. Always remember, however, that true leadership is action, not position. Whether your goals are monetary, intrinsic, spiritual, or other, entering into the flow of abundance in life begins when exceeding expectations becomes the norm. You have a great foundation. The rest is up to you. Good luck, class of 2018. May God bless you, your families, and your very bright futures. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy this evening's ceremony.
Hi, I'm Zakaria Majid, and I'm the Vice President of the senior class, and I'd like to introduce the dignitaries this evening. First, we have a longtime West Shore teacher and a West Shore substitute for a variety of subjects in the past 10 years after she retired. If you ask anyone, she brightens the day of every student who has the pleasure to have her as a substitute. Please welcome Miss Patty Gates. Next, we have someone with more wildcat in her than people may think. As the former assistant principal from West Shore when it opened in 1998, and both the Director of Middle School Programs and Secondary Leading and Learning. Please welcome Ms. Barbara Rodriguez. Now, this is someone who has been both elected to the school board representing District 3 and is currently serving on the board of the Children's Hunger Project. With thousands of volunteer hours for Brevard Public Schools, she truly exemplifies the concept of public service. Please welcome Vice Chairman Tina Deskovich. Next, as a dedicated worker for 31 years with Brevard Public Schools, who started as an elementary school teacher and is now the Assistant Superintendent of Equity, Innovation, and Choice, please welcome Ms. Stephanie Archer. Now finally, we have someone who lives on in West Shore history and legend. As the former assistant principal, he was one who was student-centered and always showed care for those who were around him. Although he isn't here on the stage with us right now, he is here in spirit. Please welcome Mr. James Milia. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Jonay Lawrence and I am the historian of the senior class. I'm here to present all of our wonderful speakers that we have this evening. First up is going to be Muhammad Abdullah with We've All Learned a Lot. He recently won the ISEF competition and has also met the president, so he's a very smart guy. After that, we're going to have Jerry Sola with Discontent, Multiplicity, and Acceptance. Jerry Sola is our theater star, and he has also been one of my best friends throughout all 6 years here at West Shore. Finally, we're going to have our senior class president, Zach Sarugian, come up and speak. He has been an all-state musician for 6 years, and he's done an incredible job leading our class to this moment right here. Thank you, guys.
So I think it's safe to say that we've all learned a lot during our time at West Shore. But at the same time, it's really hard to visualize just how much West Shore has changed each and every one of us. Everyone should pause for a moment and, as painful as this might be, try to think back to 7th grade. Try to think back to those first couple of days when we were suddenly in an enormous school with hundreds of people we'd never seen before. Try to think back to the mornings before school when everyone was packed into a mob in front of the cafeteria and we had to weave our way through the pool of bodies to find our friends. Think of all the antics, the drama, the adventures, the stories. Think of everything going through the mind of your 7th grade self. I'll be the first to admit that as a 7th grader, I was much less than comfortable in this new and unfamiliar environment. I remember vividly 6 years ago, sitting in a classroom surrounded by strangers, daydreaming about today, graduation day, and what I would say if I had the chance to speak in front of all my peers. And I'm a little ashamed to say that 7th grade me had planned to use this opportunity to tell everyone just how much I hated this school and just how little I would miss it. And just looking back now, it feels absurd that I actually felt this way at some point. I could not have been more wrong. My time at West Shore fundamentally changed who I was as an individual. It's a harsh realization, but up through middle school, every single person that I considered to be a friend was really more of an acquaintance to me. We would laugh and joke in class, sure, but there was no deep underlying bond below this surface. In fact, as a middle schooler, I don't think I could even fathom that this kind of bond could exist between friends. And it was all of you guys, the class of 2018, that taught me how to escape this mentality. I remember I was sitting on the floor of the 2nd story of the old beachside graffiti house before they tore it down, legs hanging over the edge, just staring out into the ocean, talking with a couple friends, when I learned one lesson that would really change my life forever. Our lives and the kinds of people that we are shaped and molded by the experiences that we've had. Every single instance that we're surrounded by friends and go on some adventure that exposes us to something we've never felt before, teaches us something new, is an instance that we get to grow and develop as a person. And I think it's safe to say that for each and every one of us, the collective journey that we've all gone through, the transformation from who we were in 7th grade to who we are today, it was only possible because of the experiences, the adventures, the moments we had together here at West Shore. I know for a fact that this is the case for me. Would I be who I am today if it weren't for those beautiful moments that I shared with you guys all throughout the years? Would I be able to feel the figurative fire in my heart be ignited today if we hadn't ignited those literal fires at Paradise Beach and Ponce de Leon? Would I be able to feel joy and happiness today if I hadn't been so full of ecstasy when I first met my best friend and future roommate, Dylan O'Brien? Would I be willing to fight for the things I care about today if I hadn't tried to fight Ben Lack within 5 minutes of meeting him in 7th grade? Would I be willing to throw myself headfirst at any challenge I face today if I hadn't literally thrown myself headfirst at a teammate the first time I did a lacrosse drill? Would I have been able to break down the barriers and walls between myself and my friends if I hadn't had to literally break down a gate to escape a backyard the first time I went off-roading? Would I be strong enough to even try to lift my friends up if I hadn't been forced to try to lift Brian Ringrose's Jeep out of a lake in the compound? Would any of us be prepared for the future if we were anything but the people we are today, shaped and molded by the experiences of the past 6 years? So now here we stand at the end of one stage of our lives, eager to head out into the next chapter, where every second is filled with unique opportunities to take steps towards reaching our goals. And that can be a scary prospect because as seconds tick away, they add up to days and months and years, and soon enough the opportunities that we once had are gone forever, never to be found again. And if I had spent the last 6 years anywhere else, I would be terrified of this next chapter. But we spent them here together, and I'm confident that we are all more than ready for the future. We might not realize it, but our experiences of West Shore have not only been fun. They've taught us how to reach out and grab opportunities by the throat and use them to learn and grow as individuals. So don't ever hold yourselves back and let those opportunities just pass you by. Go out and feel those experiences. Go out and let yourself grow as a person. Grab happiness by the horns and cling on for dear life. Get out of your comfort zone and fight every step of the way to reach any goal that you might have. If we live our lives in stride, unafraid, then I guarantee you that the experiences we have will let us grow, and when we all gather again in our high school reunion, we'll all be able to tell our stories and smile. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Jerry Sola, and to all of the parents of the class of 2018, I want to let you know that you all gave birth to wonderful children. This is the part where I wait to see if any last-minute pranks or antics are going to go into effect. No? Good. That is why they give us the diploma when the ceremony ends, after all. Even if there were to be a wonderful child who would pull a fast one at this given moment, I would still consider them quite wonderful. Maybe by the end of my speech you'll see why. 5 years ago, when I first joined the Wildcat Nation, I was coming into the school with a preconceived notion of what to expect. My idea of West Shore was that it was full of lousy, obnoxious, classless, know-nothing snobs who had no grasp of what the outside world consisted of, and that it suffered this condition due to an unhealthy lack of diversity. And within my first few months of attending West Shore and getting to know the class of 2018 a little, I established that I was correct. At the time, I was looking at West Shore as a monolith. Of course, I had my people, my friends I've known since elementary school, my teammates from basketball, and anyone else I deemed acceptable. They were all my people. But everyone else was part of the great West Shorean blah. You know that colleague or coworker of yours who you see whenever you're in your place of business and you're just like, oh, I hate that fool. They don't even have to say anything. They just walk in and you're like, nah. Well, that was me, except with the majority of my graduating classmates. Now, the thing that we do as humans is we confuse this hate we feel towards the people we disagree with or dislike with discontent. They do things that aren't like us, or have different goals and different methods of achieving those goals, and it sets us off. But it's discontent that we feel towards people who operate differently than us. As I got older and my sphere of acceptable West Shoreans grew bigger, I began to develop expectations of the different groups and cliques I'd encounter. The dancer girls are all in their own world, as are the soccer boys. The outcasts don't want to socialize or like anyone, are a step above you, and you'll never be among their ranks. And the theater kids are just weird. Now, this last one, as some of you know, was a little extraordinary to me because they were my type of weird, and I connected with them. Interesting how you can rag on a group all you want until you become one of them. Now, I was a weird thespian, and then I became a little bit older, and the thespians who were older than me then taught me something. They were able to show me that you can be a part of multiple groups or spheres at the same time. Now, why would you want to? Because the school preaches to you to be well-rounded. Why else? Also, that just because you are part of one group doesn't mean that you identify with all the philosophies of that company, or that you interact with them in the same way that your contemporaries might. At this time in my academic career, I was beginning to see that West Shore had a little more diversity than I initially gave it credit for. I found myself a part of a good portion of our school-run clubs. I was getting my feet wet with as many student-run organizations as I could. And unfortunately, I was involved with too many of our acclaimed overly competitive sports teams. One of the ensembles I joined later on was the yearbook staff. This year's theme for the yearbook is multiplicity, meaning that the students of West Shore are not bound to a singular personality or a single association. Our news anchors are our swimmers, our track stars are our YouTube sensations, our cheerleaders are our musicians. We are all more than one thing. And just because we began as one thing doesn't mean we never change or expand to anything else. We were almost expected to. And even if we did only reside in one area of interest or skill, it didn't mean that there was an archetype we would fit into, for we are all multiplex individuals fitting into this multiplicity. As an upperclassman, I saw my experiences and the sum of my knowledge begin to tie all together. I was starting to understand this lesson of multiplicity. And not only did I apply it to who the crowds and the cliques that my classmates could be a part of, but I began to apply it to who they were as people. Now, what does this mean? It simply means that there's a proportion of good and bad and some things in between in all of us. Just because someone's your best friend on the planet doesn't mean that they won't let you down once or twice. And just because someone betrays you doesn't mean that their entire essence to you is betrayal. You can shut someone down and cut them out of your life the first time things go south, or you can have that ounce of acceptance that tells you others are more than one thing. The students were not the only people to help me reach this revelation. I was able to befriend the majority of the administrative staff over the course of my high school career. I was able to know Mr. Drake as he greeted me with an affable, "Jerry, Jerry, Jerry," every time I passed by him in the halls. I was welcomed by Miss Strout, who always offered her best advice in every guidance meeting. And I was able to become acquaintance with Coach Riopel after he cut me from the high school basketball team 3 years in a row. One of the admin I regret never even having the ability to have a full conversation with was our very own Principal Fleming. He's seen me before and probably only resorted to me as that tall, stern-looking actor boy who he's seen at all the lacrosse meetings. But I've heard a great deal about him, being on our yearbook staff and talking to my friends who are in and out of his office for various reasons. The overwhelming opinion of him was that he's a great guy, but for a specific reason. That reason being that everything he did for the kids at his school to make everyone he worked with happy. And from the anecdotes I gathered, it never really seemed to matter to him where a student was from or what list of accolades we did or did not have. Because once we were in his world, he saw light in all of us. It makes me so upset I never really got close with him because that's exactly the kind of perspectives on others I've tried to emulate. West Shore truly has shown me wonderful people who are going to do incredible things in many different degrees. Some of the students behind me are going to be professional athletes. They're going to be engineers and economists, astronauts, filmmakers, pilots and jazz musicians, internet personalities who remain relevant for more than a year. Some of them don't know what they're going to be yet, but I know they're going to be pleased with themselves. I know this because West Shore has taught me to accept people for who they are, and it's done the same for them. With this acceptance, these graduates will be able to see the different perspectives and attributes of the world, and they'll find opportunity through the people they meet. They'll find achievement because they know that fundamentally, people are all the same, and everyone around them is trying to be successful at something. Half the kids graduating tonight, we were just trying to pass Miss Nelson's AP Literature class. For the other half, you might not know what it is. And sometimes I disagreed with what people close to me were trying to achieve. But I didn't let that get in the way of any future relationships because I asked myself, what is an enemy to a friend? I love each of the classmates behind me. Does that mean I'm head over heels for each of your daughters? Or that I consider myself a brother to each of your sons? No. It simply means that I respect them for who they are, and I will do what I can when I can to make them happy, but I won't get lost in the pursuit of that achievement. Through this, I can end my high school experience with an affectionate goodbye as opposed to a passionate good riddance, and I'm sure they can do the same. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Zihan Chan, Secretary of the Senior Class, and I would like to welcome the West Shore Senior Band, who will be performing September by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Do you remember the 21st night of September? Love was changing the minds of pretenders while chasing the clouds away. Our hearts were ringing in the key that our souls were singing as we danced in the night. Remember how the love was here to stay. Say like you remember, dancing in September, never was a cloudy day. Say like you remember, dancing in September, never was a cloudy day. My thoughts are with you, holding hands with your heart to see you. Only blue talking love. Remember how we knew love was here to stay. Now December found the love we shared in September. Only blue talking love. Remember the true love we shared today. Say that you remember, dancing in September, and never was a cloudy
Thank you, West Shore Senior Band. Give them a hand one more time. I am Matt Henderson, senior class sponsor. Over the last several years, I have written this speech in my head at least 10 different ways. Ultimately, though, what do you tell young adults as they step out into the world? Their life a blank slate, waiting to be written. What do you say to an 18-year-old that already knows everything? Well, you tell them this. Life never goes exactly the way you want it to. Otherwise, I'd be in Hawaii, a professional surfer, living the dream. My story begins with one of my first summer jobs, a camp counselor in the YMCA. That summer, I learned I was good at working with others and good at teaching kids. Over the years, I would try many other jobs, but finally end up where I was a swim teacher and lifeguard, and eventually a swim team coach. It wasn't until college that I rediscovered my love of art and decided to pair it with a newly found love of teaching. Today, I think it's amazing that I can look back and see what exact decisions I made
at various points in my life and how they have led me here today. Life is a path, and all those stops, starts, and forks in the road tend to build who you are and who you will become. And right now, your forks, your choices are like branches in a huge oak tree. Your future is an unmarked path, waiting for you to choose it. I came to West Shore 6 years ago. I feel a special connection with this graduating class because your first day of school was also mine. Walking into class as a teacher of 13 years, I felt like I knew what to expect. But West Shore students are different. Driven, ambitious, intelligent, and wickedly funny. I quickly realized I had to adjust my teaching strategies to accommodate the type of student West Shore attracts. Just 3 years later, I was given the position of senior class sponsor. Well, more like voluntold. I remember at the time thinking that graduation was both so far away and yet just around the corner. It seems that over those next 2 years, we were all so caught up in the trivial details of life that it wasn't until the start of this year that the reality of graduation really hit us. It must have seemed especially daunting to the class of 2018. They chose a phrase by Nelson Mandela as their senior quote: "It always seems impossible until it's done." Having watched them handle their classes, exams, senior projects, sports, clubs, college visits, and applications, ACT and SAT prep, and testing, and finally AP exams, I think we can all agree it would seem impossible until it was done in just 9 months. This is adulting, kids. Handling all your responsibilities, your social and family life, and the millions of things we all do in a day. That's it. Remember that your life is yours, and all those decisions and choices you make every day, large and small, will guide you down life's path. So, go out and take new classes. Look at different careers. Find out what you're passionate about. Be one of the lucky ones that wakes up every day and gets paid to do what they love. Explore the world, what the world has to offer, knowing that you're ready. I think I speak for all of us in saying we're amazed at who you've grown up to be, and we can't wait to see what you will do in these next few years, what roads you'll choose, and how those decisions will shape your life. Believe me when I say this, your teachers will miss seeing you in the halls, in our classes, at school events, and your parents will also miss having you at home, cleaning out the fridge, lounging on the couch, and staying up late at night studying. I, for one, I miss my daughter already. Her empty... Don't start. Her empty room makes me sad at times. But then I think, art studio or weight room? Congratulations, class of 2018. Go out and continue to make us proud. And if you're wondering, I'm pretty much leaning towards the art studio.
So, good evening. I'm Zachary Zerugian. I just wanted to open this speech by stating that today is a very, very special day. Not only is it graduation day, but it is also Joseph Luisi's birthday today. I wish you a very happy birthday, friend. To begin, I would like to express my thanks to all that have helped us arrive on the stage today. I would like to thank the teachers of West Shore first. Even if some of the teachers voted in favor of the junior dance at Powder Puff, it doesn't matter because they cheated and we still won. So regardless, they put a tremendous amount of effort into rearing us from 7th to 12th grade and dealing with obnoxious mannerisms like throwing pencils into the ceiling or flipping water bottles during class. From a student perspective, most of us have teachers who offer more than just curriculum to us, and they provide us with judgment, advice, friendship. All of these actions have led to the class of 2018 towards brilliance. I would like to express my thanks to the administration of West Shore as well. They do a lot of the scheduling and duties for operating a school, and their efforts may be undermined by many. With the notion of administration, I would like to also mention a particular administrator, Mr. Amelia. The class of 2018 is the last class to have interacted with him before he passed away in the summer of the 8th grade. While I don't remember too much from the 7th grade, I do have fond memories of him. One of them that sticks out is how Mr. Amelia and Mr. Fleming would argue about the Yankees and Red Sox rivalry whenever I presented myself to them wearing these beat-up Yankee shirts. Yanks are still better, Mr. Fleming. He showed great compassion and was a figure that one could look up to, both in the physical and role model sense. And he will not be forgotten for his greatness. I would like to thank the cafeteria workers and custodians of West Shore. These faculty members do not nearly get the respect that they deserve. They're responsible for feeding so much of the school and cleaning up our messes. And these very actions maintain order at our high school. Although you are nameless to some, your actions are greatly appreciated from all at West Shore. I would like to also thank our families. Instead of rearing us for 6 years like our teachers, you reared us our whole entire lives. Regardless of relationship, everyone has some sort of familial unit to some degree, and this has greatly influenced each and every one of the students on stage today, and they make us who we are today as well. While you may push us beyond our limits sometimes, those efforts have culminated to this event today, graduation. Most importantly, I would like to express my thanks to the graduating class of 2018. We have accomplished many things over the 6 years at West Shore. Our lacrosse team went 3-8 this year. We've made huge trebuchets that can launch golf balls a whole 2 feet. And we've managed to coat every door handle, railing, and water fountain in petroleum jelly. Joking aside, the students of the class of 18 have brilliantly achieved many feats. We've competed regularly in orchestra festivals and science fairs across the state and nation. We've won the state Stalker Championship twice in 6 years, and we've managed to get about a fourth of our school to attend UF in the coming months. As a whole, our class has excelled in academia, athletics, and extracurriculars just in high school alone, and I'm certain that more will come of it. With this in mind, the latter half of my speech pertains to one thing: commencement. Although I'm still technically in high school and have no knowledge of college life and beyond, I will still offer you, the class of 2018, 3 pieces of advice. First being, regularly assess the life that you live. If you have time, keep a journal to assist with this. By constantly assessing your life, you will be able to analyze your weak points and mitigate them over time. You'll be able to establish short and long-term goals for yourself to strengthen your flaws. As wordsmith and entrepreneur Kanye West states, reach for the stars, so if you fall, you land on a cloud. Although Mr. West may say some crazy things, this quote holds relevance to maximizing one's life. While short-term goals may consist of finishing a college report last minute or budgeting more money for food so you aren't eating ramen twice a day, long-term goals should resemble the ones pictured by Mr. West. These goals should be astronomical in proportion to the smaller daily goals that you perform. And these you set out for yourself, and they should be given the same amount of attention as these minor goals. Even if you fail to reach these goals, the devotion to that goal will still develop your character and lead to other goals that you may make. Failure is inevitable in life, and as Joel Embiid did, we must trust the process. This then brings me to my second point: happiness. While a continuous assessment seeks to maximize happiness throughout your entire lifetime, that maximum never attains an absolute value akin to how a graph approaches an asymptote. That comparison was for you, Miss Mary. Everyone knows what happiness feels like, and everyone else also does know what other unpleasurable emotions feel like. Whether we feel these emotions from the death of a loved one or being fired from a job, happiness dissipates in the moment as these other emotions flood themselves into our lives. Try to accept that happiness isn't a constant state. The world isn't a utopia, and acknowledgement of that will assist you in establishing realistic standards by which you will live by. With that in mind, you shouldn't submit to these feelings and live in regret. We all have been acquainted with regret through several means: a missed opportunity, mistake, or something as simple as just leaving your wallet at home. In these times, we tend to get down on ourselves and sulk about the errors in our ways, but wallowing in it won't help. Seek to enact change in your life instead. Numbing yourself to cope with whatever problems you may face in the short term may relieve these negative emotions, but the reliance on your soma does not fix anything and feeds a vicious cycle. Propose real solutions to your problems to actually make a difference within your own life. Reaffirm friendships and relationships. Make more attainable goals to achieve larger goals. Problem solve and analyze what went wrong with them and learn from it, whatever it may be. Problems won't change unless if you seek the change. In turn, this restores one's happiness. If you long to seek change but never act on it, it will never happen and be another mistake added to your list and only make matters worse. The past is irreparable, and the future always succumbs to the past. Don't linger on regret and use that regret to enact change. In this brief amount of time, this is the advice I leave you, the class of 2018, with. I cannot stress enough for every student on the stage, and even the audience, to be the best individual you can possibly be. Constantly better yourself throughout your whole life. Not only will you experience a happier life for yourself, but others around you will also experience that growth in you. I earnestly wish everyone the best of luck in their future endeavors. Thank you, and see y'all in 2028.
At this time, I would like my fellow graduating classmates of 2018 to join us in singing our alma mater.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the very proud principal of West Shore Junior Senior High School, I certify that these seniors have met all the requirements set forth by the Brevard County Public Schools and the state of Florida. Conferring of the diplomas and the presentation of the graduates will now begin.
Ready? I'm ready. Zachary James Zerugian, valedictorian, National Merit Candidate, AP Capstone Candidate, AP Diploma Candidate. Zachariah Majib, AP Diploma Candidate. Zihan Chan, valedictorian, AP Capstone Candidate, AP Diploma Candidate. Yusong Park, valedictorian, National Merit Candidate, or AP Capstone Candidate, AP Diploma Candidate. I got it. Janae Lawrence. Allie Marie Henderson, AP Capstone Candidate. Muhammad Abdullah, valedictorian, National Merit Finalist, AP Capstone Candidate, AP Diploma Candidate. Elena Michelle Barr, valedictorian, AP Capstone Candidate, AP Diploma Candidate. Daniel Borman, valedictorian. Annalise Kathleen Curtin, valedictorian, National Merit Candidate, AP Diploma Candidate. Marina Lynn Curtis, valedictorian, National Merit Finalist, AP Diploma Candidate. Kayla Nicole Garrist, valedictorian, National Merit Candidate, AP Diploma Candidate. Jasmine Amanda Greathouse, valedictorian, AP Diploma Candidate. Angelina Patrice Grasso, valedictorian, AP Diploma Candidate. Fatima Zahra Hussein, valedictorian, National Merit Finalist, AP Capstone Finalist, AP Diploma Candidate, Congressional Medal of Merit. Hannah Mary LeBeau, valedictorian, National Merit Commended, AP Diploma Candidate.
Megan Carr Lee, valedictorian. Andrew Joseph Leonard, valedictorian, AP diploma candidate, AP capstone diploma candidate. Rachel K. Montgomery, valedictorian, AP capstone, AP diploma candidate. Abraham Joseph Murphy, valedictorian, AP capstone, AP diploma candidate. Sophia Marie Peterzak, valedictorian, AP diploma candidate, AA degree. Molly Hannah Redito, valedictorian, AP diploma candidate. Marissa Scalise, valedictorian, National Merit Finalist, AP diploma candidate. Catherine Tenbush, valedictorian, AP diploma candidate. Gabriel Wang, valedictorian, National Merit Finalist, AP capstone, AP diploma candidate. Cole William Yorio, valedictorian, AP diploma candidate. Ami Asar, National Merit Finalist, AP capstone diploma candidate, AP capstone. Adam Joseph Blackwell, National Merit Finalist, AP capstone diploma candidate. Reese Ponyete Shecker, National Merit Finalist, AP diploma candidate. Jacob William Blair, National Merit Commended, AP diploma candidate. Callista Jiasing Fu, National Merit Commended, AP capstone diploma candidate, AP diploma candidate. Aaron Michael Huberman, National Merit Commended, AP capstone, AP diploma candidate.
Benjamin Tyler Lack, National Merit Commended, AP diploma candidate. Harrison Alexander Widener, National Merit Commended, AP capstone candidate, AP diploma candidate. Michelle Christine Adams, AP candidate, AP diploma candidate. Gabriel Aragon, AP candidate, AP diploma candidate. Come on. Christine Elizabeth Beckham, AP capstone candidate, AP diploma candidate. Zach Bursk, AP capstone candidate, AP diploma candidate. Shane Bissing, AP Capstone Candidate, AP Diploma Candidate. Matthew Charles Cahill, AP Capstone Candidate, AP Diploma Candidate. Alexa Carlos Temez, AP Capstone Candidate, AP Diploma Candidate. Taylor Ann Donovan, AP Capstone Candidate. Victor Maxwell Hernandez III, AP Capstone Candidate, AP Diploma Candidate. Maria Michelle Jones, Mariah, excuse me, AP Capstone Candidate, AP Diploma Candidate. Harrison Liu, AP Capstone Candidate, AP Diploma Candidate. Sean Markham, AP Capstone Candidate, AP Diploma Candidate. And Keita Patel, AP Capstone Candidate, AP Diploma Candidate.
Charles Bernard Plyler III, AP Capstone Candidate, AP Diploma Candidate. Ashley Jada Rivera, AP Capstone Candidate, AP Diploma Candidate. Taylor Nicole Smith, AP Capstone Candidate. Gerard Constantine Sola, AP Capstone, AP Diploma Candidate. Jessica Rose Travis, AP Diploma Candidate. Gianni Robert Valenti, AP Capstone Candidate, AP Diploma Candidate. Haley Rose Walker, AP Capstone Candidate, AP Diploma Candidate.
Oh, jeez.
Joshua Matthew Breininger, AP Diploma Candidate. Kyle William Kennedy, AP Diploma Candidate. Mackenzie Lynn Curtis, AP Diploma Candidate.
Congratulations, Rick.
Eric Dearman, AP Diploma Candidate. Dominic Delgado, AP Diploma Candidate. Wesley James Dennis, AP Diploma Candidate. Chloe Elizabeth DeSantis, AP Diploma Candidate. Kara Grace Dubeck Hunter, AP Diploma candidate. Phi Duong, AP Diploma candidate.
Avery East, AP Diploma candidate. Benjamin Everest, AP Diploma candidate. Anna Feldbush, AP Diploma candidate. Hannah Bethlen Harris, AP Diploma candidate. Jared Isaiah Hayes. Antonio Hedrick, AP Diploma candidate. Catherine Ho, AP Diploma candidate. I think I got this all screwed up. Yeah. Yao Wen, AP Diploma candidate. You do these.
Gabriel Jones, AP Diploma candidate. Jacob LaJeunesse, AP Diploma candidate.
Let me do this one.
Okay. I'm going to go this way.
Maxwell Larkin, AP Diploma candidate.
Miles Lindsay, AP Diploma candidate, AA degree. Jason Nemiroff, AP Diploma candidate. Dylan O'Brien, AP Diploma candidate.
You got this one, Miss Ladd.
Brian Ringrose, AP Diploma candidate. Sebastian Rivera, AP Diploma candidate. Harrison Ryan, AP Diploma candidate.
Switch after this one.
Okay. Rohan Sani, AP Diploma candidate.
John Sorgenfry, AP Diploma candidate. Rachel Stazone, AP Diploma candidate. Morgan Celeste Stewart, AP Diploma candidate. Jillian Weaver, AP Diploma candidate. Alexis Lee Whitworth, AP Diploma candidate. Hey, come here.
Thank you.
Sydney Marie Zamorano, AP Diploma candidate.
Brittany Marin Barreros, AA degree. John De Los Angeles, AA degree. Keishan Guile, AA degree. Cariana Caitlin Jadananda, AA degree.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. Lily Jessica McKnight, AA degree. Emily Morgan McAtee, AA degree. Rebecca Lynn Mercado, AA degree.
Elizabeth Mike Gillis, AA degree. Sophia Maria Wynn, AA degree. Ryan Patel, AA degree. Graydon Taylor, AA degree. Hunter Tipton, AA degree. Jennifer Edith Torres, AA degree. Hannah Grace Alba. Jonathan Bell.
Brandon Benitez. Joshua Boyer. Lucia Kacheri.
You need to stay right there.
Oh, okay.
Noah Caro.
Jordan Nicole Dale. Sarah Ann Edmiston. Emily Adele Irwin. Ajane Nicole Fryer. Piper Jenkins. Okay.
Hannah Johnson. Wiley Thomas Jones. Fallon Alicia Clenotis. Max William Colstead. Tate Augustus Limstrom. Congratulations. You're welcome. Joseph Vito Luisi. Daly K. Mann.
Christina Alexandra McBride. Tyler McIntyre. Shelby Lynn McKeever. Malia Nelson. Jadesha Alexandria Norris. Tegan Brianna O'Neill. Nicolia Padarakis. Khalil Paul. Sanjay Ramchandani.
It was good.
Jonathan Carl Saladino. Hannah Schwalm Radak. Kenzie Marie Scott. Jessie Ann Shaw. Dominique Tierra Sims.
Emily Smith. Tessa Patrice Smith. Marissa Wheat. Liam Wiles. Reagan Wilner. Noah Winka. Jacob Zeno. Adam Zoyce.
That's my roommate.
Ladies and gentlemen, by the power vested in me by special guest School Board Vice Chair Ms. Deskovich, the other members of our Brevard County School Board, and our Superintendent Dr. Desmond Blackburn, I would like to present to you the West Shore Junior Senior High School graduated class of 2018. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please drive safe.